Oh, are we on? Oh, hey everybody. I am Chen with the Devin-Vlogs, man. And welcome back to another brand new Devin vlog. And also, before I can say anything, and before this video may continue to resume, is that once again I did look onto this most interesting first favorite versus second favorite team I had ever watched in the NFL was Texans versus Seahawks, which obviously was at the Seahawks Stadium, and I'm like, bruh, that is like no way. Seahawks defeated the Texans by a 20 or something. Like I think it was like the 20 number and then 19. I was like, damn, Seahawks actually beat them on a 20? Damn, that is insane and pretty wild. I think it was like 26 or 27. But anyway, as I was trying to guess it, then yeah, at least I was guessing it. So, what my reaction to that on TV, exactly in the game of like NFL, as I looked on it, I was like, no freaking way. Like the Seahawks were taking on the Texans. Like, bro, that is crazy. Even for me, that I have to say that's crazy. So, in this only extent that I have to say of what my reaction was, that it was a 10 out of 10 because I think this whole thing was actually pretty amazing. Like, it was so damn good. Like, for once, Seahawks is actually winning, and I'm starting to see Seahawks actually making a comeback this year. And I'm like, no way. Is the Seahawks actually going to do it? And I'm like, please. I would love wanting to see Seahawks continue to do more amazing things just to continue on to get to the Super Bowl. Like, if the Seahawks do continue to keep winning, I'm going to pretty much be happy and rest in peace to be a diehard fan for Seahawks, which, bro, I'm going to love it. I'm just going to so love it for Seahawks to continue on winning since that's going to be insane and pretty wild. So, yeah, I got to say Seahawks is doing super well this year with, like, with Sam Donald and the number 11 and Mike McDonald as well. And I have to say, that's actually going to be continue to be more amazing as I ever seen that Seahawks ever has done. Seriously, that is so likely to be insane. Like, imagine how Seahawks are doing so well just to continue this up. Like, I think that is so insane to me that it's just damn, it's just so crazy, man. Like, it's just cool. It's just so cool to see Seahawks actually making a comeback this time and making it so well this time without losing another streak. So that's amazing. Which, even though that Seahawks are like at 5-2 and 3, I think, then I have to say Seahawks are doing pretty well this time. Hopefully so. And I have to say on my reaction for the Texans is that I do kind of feel bad for Texans at this point since, hey, I like both teams anyway to begin with, which, no, I'm not trying to say it's like, oh, I have to pick a side or anything, which I do like both teams anyway to begin with, but, to be in all fair odds, is I just want to hope Texans can try to beat the 49ers, by the way, and actually beat them, which they have to beat them to get near to the Jaguars, which that's what I probably have to say as well. Which, not gonna lie though, hopefully Seahawks could actually outperform the fake stupid ass team, the Commanders, which I hope that they should, and wipe the smile off their face, which I'm still talking about Commanders though, but let's go Seattle. Please do literally anything to just get to the Super Bowl. Like, sincerely, get to the Super Bowl as hard and amazing as you can. And then the same question goes to the Texans as I hope that they could have a different, interesting performance to beat the 49ers at this point, which, I'm going to love seeing that happen. And 49ers should definitely go down in the dumpsters because Seahawks and 49ers are rivals to each other. So, yeah, that's what I want to say because that's why I don't like 49ers either. So, I used to like 49ers whenever I was just a bit little, but to my extent, I decided was just to flip the side and just flip the coin on the Seahawks and say, it's like, you know what, I'm going to take Seahawks because I kind of like that better. So I decided, was like, all right, I'm going to choose it and I'm going to stay with it for the rest of my life. Even if I have a different opinion on some teams as I prefer liking from top 5 and 10, That's all I have to say. Period and simple. And very simple indeed. So, that being said, all I have to say right now, man, is if Seahawks do continue to keep winning, then I'm going to be so proud for them that I've never seen them ever done before and actually ever seen them win for the first time ever in history. It's just going to be time repeating itself and just have a different extent of Seahawks' greatest moments in history in NFL to win the Super Bowl. And then, as in for the Texans, well, I am probably not surprised for them to actually just not get close enough to do it. But I think they did so well last time that they even made a very interesting comeback this time and actually outperformed the stupid Chargers. And then, of course, with the stupid Chiefs on the other hand, which I don't want to talk about that. It just really gets me to be pissed off by it. So hopefully, like I said, that's going to probably change soon enough, which I hope that the cheaters are going to get what they're going to get, is that cheaters are cheaters and cheaters are snitchers. Or pretty much like saying is like stitches get stitches, which is what that's what I was trying to mean by the way, which that's what I was trying to mean to say that anyway. But trust me, Chiefs have cheated previously much times than any other super team that hasn't never done anything like that. Like seriously, getting paid by the refs is just so completely another offense. Like that is just definitely interference. Like it really is. Like, it's just so dumb, man, that I have no point of saying why, how stupid that sounds. Like, come on, man, just please do something with the Chiefs, dude. Like, seriously, just overthrow them anyway. Like, come on, man. That's all I want to say. Like, I think the real threat is just the Chiefs only. And then I think Eagles are somewhat a little less of a threat, but they should probably be the only ones next to be tossed off next a little bit before Chiefs can get out of here and leave, which I think they were supposed to be eliminated, but we'll see. We'll see what happens in the Super Bowl 2026 and just see where this leads anyway. And still, again, I'm off topic. And oh yes, about the character of the Jaguars is quarterback thrower who is known as Trevor Lawrence, which I have to say for him, bro, that haircut is sick. I have to admit that for everybody is that, man, what does he remind me? He reminds me either from like Seuss or pretty much likely yeah, he kind of reminds me of Seuss or pretty much like some kind of god name or something, which is just so interesting with that haircut that I never seen that haircut before. Which also, I will still give the Jaguars credit for actually defeating the Chiefs and kicking them out of here was amazing. Which I'm like, seriously, how did Jacksonville Jaguars ever done that? That is so professional good for them, which is awesome. I'll have to admit, I gave that as a foolproof thumbs up as a Seahawks and a Texans fan. Totally a thumbs up. Please. Like, any team should definitely do that, and that's when I'll keep improving it to see how amazing it would be without Chiefs being in it again. So, yeah, that's just what I have to say. But here's the one problem is that if Chiefs win again, by the way, that's going to be another issue that I think everybody's going to just literally turn off their TVs and just not watch the Super Bowl anymore at this point because it's just so going to keep being in an endless loop as I just said or described it, by the way, that once the same team keeps coming back and back, then it's just gonna kind of be turned off, man. It's just not gonna be happen. It's just gonna be happening, and it's just gonna be what it's gonna be because we can't keep seeing the same team try to win more cheats as they're doing every single time. It's just an endless, pointless loop of completely just repeating it itself, which it's so dumb. Which, by the way, I wouldn't be too surprised for anybody else's reactions to say is like, "Oh, we're gonna turn off our TVs and never see the NFL again." Which, by the way, I think we're supposed to try and prevent to see that from happening. Which I think we're supposed to prevent that from happening to get Chiefs out of here. Which, as long as Jaguars are winning by a two or something, or in fact, or should I say, the Chargers, which I mean, sorry, I meant to say Chargers. Yeah. So as long as that Chargers or whatsoever is going to be on the second list of near the first team, that's the Broncos. then that's fine, I guess. But hopefully, like I said, once Chiefs are out of here, then they're done. And they're no longer coming back, which even though I might feel a little bit sad for Raiders, a little less from Raiders, but hopefully, again, we're going to find out soon enough to see who even gets close enough to be in the Super Bowl. But yeah, I don't care about that. I don't care about the Chargers or Chiefs at this point. I think the Broncos would rather deserve a W than an L. Which seriously, it was so wild to me hearing from the next statement of hearing them beating the Eagles and so did the Giants, which I'm like, damn, dude, that is insane. Like seriously, imagine going after the next two champions to just completely bash the frick out of them. Seriously, just bash, bash, and bash. It's just insane enough to hear, but man, crazy times that we might be even hearing from. But still, and yes, I know I might be off topic on this one already, but let's just resume back to the point of like, oh yeah, I've seen how like CJ and Sam's performance were doing. Okay, so Sam's performances were pretty well good. I'll admit that Sam Donald was actually doing well. Like so freaking well. A little bit with the froze. Like as long that they're doing so well with it, I'm like, yo, this could be a start of a good era for Seahawks, like a very interesting era of like the new era for Seahawks to continue on their streak and their winning streaks and pretty much smoke the other teams anyway, which is just interesting. Just to hear from the Seahawks themselves and just make actually a comeback for all that is insane. Which, as long as they're going to keep doing it, then I'll be happy to see them keep doing it. And the same other story goes for Texans, by the way, is that, well, their performance was all right with CJ on their team, which I think it was kind of all right, which I never kind of expect them just to probably do something like that. But hopefully, somewhere in the point that Texans should definitely get near towards the Jaguars, which I think they should do that and not try to suffer another loss. Which I mean, Titans on the other hand is just not doing that well, so I think Texans will have nothing to worry about with that one. So, yeesh. Like, yeesh. But anyways, so I guess it's time. I'm just gonna have to sign out and sign off here and there and see what you guys think and see who might get close enough to the Super Bowl of 2026, which I do guarantee for everyone that it's totally gonna be the Seahawks. I guarantee to say this question, it's gonna be Seahawks to be in that Super Bowl again. And then my little bit of hope for Texans is I hope that they could do the same as well. But if not, man, better luck next time, I guess. So that's all I want to say, and that's all I'm going to probably just say there and there. So hopefully Seahawks has the courage and strength enough to actually push it through all the way in the end of near to the Super Bowl and get to the playoffs. Which, as long as Seahawks can face a team that might be a bit weak and not so much weak, then hopefully Seahawks can definitely crush that idea and get that advanced and totally have that ready and have the same combination and smoke the other team, which that will be wild. But anyways, like that being said, I hope that you guys, in fact, absolutely will see you guys next time. And this is yours truly, and I'm chilling with the Devin-Vlogs, man. Then I'll see you guys absolutely in the next Devin vlog. Coming soon enough. We'll see you guys next time. And the total, like I said, was a 10 out of 10 for me for seeing the Seahawks versus Texans last night was insane, which was crazy and pretty good. And even though that, by the way, even though it was on Monday, I understand, but I had to watch it last night anyways. So, yeah, that's probably what I was doing. And then, oh, yeah, I was watching the Jaguars play as well against the Seahawks. So, there you go. That's at least something I can probably say about that. So, anywho, I'll see you next time. Take care, everyone. I'm going to get off and just sign off this video of this Devin vlog here. So, with that being said, chill with the Devin vlogs, man. See you next time. And Texans, you better win against the 49ers. And Seahawks, I hope that you do the same against the stupid Commanders. So, with that being said, 4 things you guys got to do is like, comment, subscribe, and hit the bell to be notified. That way, again, you will not miss a single video that comes on this channel. So, that being said, see you later, and goodbye. Peace on out.